y'all. I had to film a quick video because I got some Happy Mail from Cindy Moulter. She's one of my viewers and she's really sweet. Every time she sends me something, I am so happy because it just makes me smile like crazy. It's really well packaged, so it's going to take me a minute to open it, but I will talk to y'all while I do that. My sister has these stockings she wants me to help her with for a friend. I told her, yeah, because she said it was cross-stitch, and I figured, you know, it's not that big a deal, because, I mean, even though I don't do it very often, I would love to get back to it, because now I have my reading glasses, I think maybe I can focus a little better, and maybe do some of those cross stitches while y'all, you know, show y'all when I finish one or something like that. But right now I haven't started one because I've got so much crochet stuff going on. And I hate to do two things at once as far as two different types of projects, like cross stitch and crochet, because, you know, it's totally different way of doing. Started back on the character blanket. I'm on the white on the second blanket, so I just had the red and the deer color to put on, the brown. So I've got 2 more 40 rows of 113 single crochets to do, plus some more because of the white, because I'm not quite done. Okay, it's open. I'm not showing y'all the front because it's got her address on it, and I don't think she'd like that. Oh, I got a pretty note. Hope this helps with your project. Oh my gosh, thank you, Cindy. It was hugs. Oh my gosh, look at this, y'all. She sent me, oh my gosh, what color is this? It says white, but it films yellow, doesn't it? Oh, I love this color. Woo! Oh my gosh, that's gonna be pretty. Beige, but it looks like a gold, doesn't it? It's really pretty. And gray. Oh my God, I love them all. This is feathered gray. These are perfect. Because you know what's funny? While I'm doing these projects is I've noticed that I will use more of one color than I will the other, because one is the primary color, of course. So while I might use a whole one of these, I'll only use part of this, so I could use this again. You see what I'm saying? So I've got lots of ideas. And yes, I was fussing about the Karen Simply Soft yesterday, but I don't care. It's free yarn and it's wonderful and thoughtful, and I will use it, because I'm going to use all of the Karen Simply Soft I have, because y'all, I got a lot, but I'm going to use it all because I don't like wasting what I have. And I may make an Africa blanket out of all the rest of it, which is one of those huge blankets. You know, the one I did that had the squares, and here. This one is sitting on the end of my bed, y'all. I told y'all I kept one blanket, but if I make another one, I'm going to send it to my sister-in-law, because she loves unique and different things. She's really good about that. She does. And I finished that sweater set, and I'm working on the character blankets. It'll be a while for the character blankets, because, you know, they take you know, it depends on if I'm in the mood for them, and, you know, that stuff. But I also wanted to tell you guys, I sat and watched the entire season of Bridgerton season 2 in one sitting. I couldn't help it. I mean, it was wonderful. I like the way that they have changed some things in the books, and some things I don't like the way they changed. You know, certain things needed to go at its pace, and I felt like they're fast forwarding through some of it, and I don't like that. because you miss the pace of the story whenever you fast forward through things. Like, if y'all haven't watched it, I'm just going to say Lady Whistledown. Lady Whistledown's identity is way fast forwarded. I mean, in the books, you don't find out who it is until way later, like in the series, like in the 4th or 5th book. Yes, I've read all of them. I read them a long time ago, and then I read them again recently. But she's one of my favorite authors, so I tend to reread books of my favorite authors more than once, and sometimes more than twice. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in a mood for a scary thing, I'll read Heather Graham. If I'm in the mood for, you know, oh, I don't know. I've got so many different favorite authors, y'all. Susan Mallory's my go-to and for neighborhood family things. Like Fern Michaels is really good at it too, but Susan Mallory's really good too. So it's kind of like a toss-up between the two of them, because they keep the characters throughout the entire series. So you get to see what happens to your favorites as the series goes along. So I like that. That's what I look for when I look for a series, is that one that continuation, that update kind of thing. Also, y'all, I made more Chex Mix. But this time I left out the pretzels, and so I just used the white rice Chex and the wheat Chex and pecans. Oh, it's so good, y'all. I don't really need much more than that in mine. I like basic. They put all kinds of stuff in this stuff, and since I have an issue with MSG, I really can't eat a lot of the things that they say that you can put in it. So, you know, there's that. What else, y'all? I had something else I wanted to tell you, and out. Yeah, like, I'm airhead today. Supposed to be at my sister's helping her, but we're running a little bit late on that, so I figured I'd film a quick video. I did it again, didn't I? Yep. There's something else I really wanted to show you guys, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. Oh well, I'll think about it later, and then I'll write it down so that next time I can have a kind of like a book of what, remember to talk about this, this, and this. When I do that, I do really good about remembering stuff. So maybe that's what I'm going to have to do, is start writing down, you know, remember about this, talk about this, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see. There's some, oh, my sister has volunteered me to make some, for a project, in 2 projects actually. And one of them has to do with felt and sewing. And I need help here, guys, because it's like you have to do it by hand. And I'm like, oh Lord, this is going to look really bad. But what can you do? I mean, if you have to do it by hand, you have to do it by hand. I mean, some of the big things like sewing it together, like the front and back, is going to be, I'm going to use my sewing machine, because there's just no way I'm going to go around and, you know, I'm never going to make it a nice thing, curved, because there's a curve in it, by doing it by hand. The other stitching, I've never stitched like this, because it's just like running a single line across instead of going back and filling in so that you get a really nice seam. It's not like that. And if you guys have never learned to sew, please do, because I'm telling you, you will use it more than you think you do. Buttons, you know, all that good stuff, you have to know how to sew. I've got a killer, I was supposed to say something else, a killer sewing machine over here. So, I mean, that part won't take the length of time. What will take the length of time is sewing the little bits and pieces onto this. Now, there is two things. Okay. After I finish the character blankets, I'm going to work on the blanket that I got from Linda because my granddaughter wants it bad. She saw it and she was like, I want that Mimi. And I'm like, I can't say no. I'll do another one for me if I have to, but she'll love it. And let's see, I'm also doing another blanket, character blanket, that blanket. I got so many projects going. I mean, I've got things going up there. I'm still supposed to be doing washcloths for her mother-in-law. So I've got to do a whole bunch of those, and I've got to get started on that because, I mean, she wants it for Christmas, and it's like a set of 4 for each person. It's like, and there's like 25, 26 people times 4. That's how many I have to do. So, I mean, I'm going to be booking it here shortly, trying to figure this out. I think what I'm going to do is just stick to what I know and do half double crochet cotton washcloths and do that, and, you know, the trim around the washcloth, and that's it. And do a lot of them. I have a lot of cotton yarn, but this is a lot of people. Yeah. And I found out that the red cotton bleeds a lot. A lot. It will turn, like even if it's integrated into the yarn, like a red, white, and green yarn, like a holiday yarn, you cannot wash these on anything but cold, because otherwise they're going to bleed, and they're going to bleed bad. I don't even know if cold water gets rid of all the you know, the bleeding. So you'd have to use a bunch of those color grabbers. My sister didn't on hers that I made her that year, and hers is now a beautiful little pink with red, white, and green in it. But you can barely see the white, so it's red, pink, and green. It's an interesting combination. Not the best, but it is interesting. So, helpful hint for those of y'all like me who tend to, because I like the color red. I like jewel tones too, like, you know, this gray is like really speaking to me. So is this beige, which is kind of weird. A lot of people don't like beige. I do, because to me this looks gold. Do you see it? I mean, it may be beige, but it looks kind of goldish, and I like that because to me that's pretty. That's really pretty. So, you know, jewel tones like a beautiful emerald green, any color red, blues, pretty much any blue, and green. I love the emerald green though, that dark, gorgeous. It's not quite forest green, but it's like right there. And yeah, I mean, I do like those colors. I know that's strange, but for me, for my personal projects, that's why I always go with eclectic colors, because I don't like the same colors as other people. So my color palette for myself is usually a little unique because I like different colors. I mean, I just like to put them all together and see what they look like. When I made that Africa blanket, y'all know, I mean, I was just putting colors together, just throwing them on there. Let's see what we got. And sure enough, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, I like the way it came out for me. A lot of people don't like it because it's a little different, but different to me is good. Different to me is like, you nailed it. And then I watched Nastasia's new video yesterday. And I know Creative Grandma has done this one before, but Nastasia does it a little bit differently. She does hers in counts of 5. So it's kind of, and the way she hooks the loops off is different than Creative Grandma. So I like her loop. She made a loop blanket, you know, where it looks like it's a braided loop going up the side of the blanket. It's really pretty. I want to try that one time, though, because I thought that was really pretty. But I don't know what I would do it with. Any ideas, y'all? I mean, I could do a baby blanket like that. Because it doesn't have to be that big. So I may do that. I may make a baby blanket with a bunch of different colors. But I have to make sure how many colors I use there, I'd use in the sweater too. Because I like making the combinations, the sweater and the blankets together. Because to me, it makes more sense. Because that way, you can, you know, wrap your little one up in the blanket. But also you have this cute little sweater that you can wear sometimes. And, you know, if you want to take a picture, you lay the blanket out, put the baby in the sweater, and really cute. I don't know. I like giving handmade things to people. And I encourage you guys, and I know a lot of you already do, is teach younger kids about crochet, how to do it, how to, you know, do each project and stuff like that, because they get a lot of value in that. Besides just learning, they get to spend time with you, which a lot of them really want to do. They spend time with you, they learn something, which is like really important. Those girls I sent that yarn, they are really whipping it. They're working it, man. I'm telling you, according to people in the know, they have been like crocheting the heck out of that. So makes me happy. Let's see, there's I think that's about it, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all go because this one went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, because it was just a quick one. But Cindy, once again, thank you so very much for the yarn. It's beautiful and I will use it. In fact, I like that gray so much. My next blanket may have that gray on it in some way. I think it's trim, because I've got an idea for a blanket that's not quite baby colors, but I think it's unique enough to kind of work. But I'll let y'all in on it whenever I get it started. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.